also uploaded on YouTube. Hello. Thank you so much for joining for Welcome to Germany session powered by DEGIS. We are very happy to be here and happy to have you here. Thank you so much for taking out time. Before we get forward, let's do a quick introduction round and go through our agenda. So we will start with our introductions. We also have a special guest that we will introduce, followed by some of the first steps which everyone takes in Germany as an international student, as an international talent coming to Germany. We will also discuss some life hacks. There were some topics which were circulated across the community, also asked on a form. So they are divided into subcategories of topics by you, for you, and specific questions which were asked by people in their situations, in their individual situations. Those are your questions. And at the end of it, we would have an open-ended networking space where we would have different breakout rooms which people can join and get to know each other. And that will be open-ended. Feel free to keep talking as you want and as long as you want. So welcome aboard. And getting to introductions, we are your hosts. My name is Arushi. I am from India. I came to Germany in Berlin, and I work as the national president of DEGIS, which is the international student community that you see here everywhere. And giving over to...
Yes, my name is Tonya, or online I'm known as Gravity Tonya. I also I was an international student in Germany, recently graduated. I am originally from Belarus, and I am a content creator and by degree a marketing specialist, but also by profession too. It's not like I just studied it. And yeah, we've been partnering with DEGIS for a while now, and it's become a tradition to host this kind of thing. And I'm excited for today.
Thank you so much. And now it's time for a little bit more. Let's get deeper into what we are, who we are. So we are DEGIS. We are the largest international student community connecting people from different parts of the world who've come to different parts of Germany. Our mission is to support every international student in Germany to achieve their dreams and goals. And our online community count goes over 37,000 members, close to 40K actually. And we have local city presence in more than 45 different cities in Germany at the moment. Talking about Tonya a little bit.
Yes, so as I said, I just finished my studies, moved from one side of Germany around Cologne to a whole different side to Berlin, and now I'm creating also, I'm working, I'm doing the 9 to 5 thing, and I'm making content about transitioning from student to 9 to 5 here. I've been making a lot of student content, student hacks, also regarding scholarships, because I have also experience in this here. Now I'm switching more into career advice, things about CVs and I don't know, job fairs, stuff like that. Of course, content about in general expat life, some hacks about Germany itself, some humor content, and traveling, which is also a passion of mine. And mostly I'm doing it on Instagram and TikTok.
Please go follow her and follow us too. But before that, let's do a guest introduction. So feel free to write your details on the chat. You write your name, where are you from, what and where are you doing your course in Germany if you're studying, and feel free to drop in your LinkedIn's if you want, then your Instagrams too. We'll do this activity for the next 2 to 3 minutes.
I always feel very stressed in these parts when I have to write something really quickly on webinars, and I'm like,
just feel free to do a hyphen or something. No stress for time. You can keep doing this throughout the session.
Hi, Sony. A third year student, okay. Oh, and you plan to continue in Germany. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
I am planning to continue because here things are a bit stressful as student and working. So I thought to change country and start a new life.
Not a bad idea. Also kind of stressful, but with the right preparation, right information, sure. Why not?
Hi, Yash. Thank you so much for joining.
What,
Are you? Yeah, sorry. Go
what's a
on.
what's a BCA degree?
It's
Bachelor degree.
Yeah, I understand that. But
the full form. It's like it's computer applications. Yes, yes.
mm-hmm.
I was wondering if it's computer administration. Like, no, it's more. It's there's BCA and MCA. It's like very popular in India.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, we have someone from Essen, Duisburg, Essen. Tonya used to study in Düsseldorf, not very
Yeah,
far.
roundabout, yeah. Frankfurt also.
Ah, yeah.
Environmental toxicology. Oh my God. Whoa. Molecular medicine. Whoa, what kind of people do we have here? Oh my God.
Really smart people here today. All of them like from sciences.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. German course, very important. Highly
Mm-hmm.
recommend it to everybody. Please do your German levels if you plan to stay here for long.
Yes.
And we'll talk more about that in the upcoming slides. All right. So now feel free to keep sharing your details. You can throw in your LinkedIn, get connected with each other because seeing you from different parts of the country and would really help if you could network. So increases your mobility and flexibility around the country. Thank you so much. Moving forward, we will discuss the first steps in Germany for those who are actually taking your first steps in Germany. So your first week in Germany would be literally very admin heavy. So don't forget these steps. Take a screenshot. You do your semester ticket. You buy it from, either you buy a Deutschland ticket from the DB app or from your nearby station. Or if you have an official semester ticket from your university, you download it and save the details. Also, there are a few extra nuances when you do that because these things have only recently been digitalized. So it's not 100% easy and very okay to do process. So be a bit upfront and be a bit more proactive in doing that. Don't wait until you are on the train because then it's a fine. It could be a fine, but then don't panic if it happens. Next steps would be doing your Anmeldung or the city registration, opening your current bank account, which would be a very natural step right after this one, unfreezing your blocked account wherever you have your blocked account, whichever provider you have it with, and linking the current and the blocked account together so you can receive your money from the first month onwards. Finally, you will start receiving the following documents via post. So please feel free to take a screenshot, but don't miss if you don't receive any of these documents in time. Try to reach out to the authorities where you did your where these things need to be coming from. For example, your insurance confirmation, you probably have TK or any other insurance provider. They will send you the final documents via post. Your personal identification number, Steuer or tax ID will be received after your Anmeldung via post again. Bank documentations, usually not by post, but when you visit the branch to open your current account first time, then, or if you have like an online account, then it depends on what kind of bank and what kind of documents they have to release. Don't sign anything without reading it, as usual, very, very important and completely unavoidable. Moving forward, in times of emergencies, take a screenshot of these numbers, very important again. So the police is 110, fire and ambulance is 112. Out of hours medical care is 116, 117, and all combined also works in Germany is 911. Very cool. uh, to be honest, when I was in India, this didn't work. And was a game changer. I was like, oh my God, it seems like I'm in a Netflix movie.
Yeah.
Moving forward, topics by you, for you. So there were many topics which me and Tonya would alternatively or randomly talk about. But here there are some topics that were suggested by the extended community and they want to listen about it. And many of you also asked specific questions related to it. So we will get deeper into the cash culture and Forex card and the differences initially which is very important for people taking their first steps. Bank account opening process, timeline, reaching from airports to small cities, travel versus health insurance, how to further your resume, how to network better, cost of living, and finally, homesickness during winter and integration and extracurricular activities, which is literally coming up. It's gonna get super cold very soon, and this is quite important and many times just ignored because of all the hassle and all the admin heavy stuff that you're doing. So very important, carry cash in your wallets. You will also get a lot of coins. So make space for them. I think every person who has lived in Germany for more than 2 months will realize that they get so many coins that they need a box, like a little coin box. But I must say, don't be worried. Cards are very widely accepted, especially at this point, but only above a certain amount. So I would never recommend going cashless anywhere. E-wallets, unfortunately, are not so used. I know many parts of the world, this is a common practice, but e-wallets and doing retail payments with your phone is not very widely accepted. ATMs of banks other than your bank, where you have your current account, might have withdrawing amounts or even taxes, or some percentage might be deducted. So try finding a bank which has enough ATMs around. Or like if you have Revolut or something like that, then make sure that you don't exhaust your number of withdrawals. Be a bit careful about that so you don't end up paying extra money. Finally, coin machines are also available in some supermarkets and some places where when you collect those little 1 cent coins, you can put them all together, get a receipt, and use it within the same supermarket. In Berlin, very common. In big cities, definitely much more common than smaller cities. So you have to see for yourself that. Also, for your first months, to just get by before your blocked account would be unfrozen, before you have to, pay your deposit and rent and everything, probably first time in cash. And even if in transfer, I would say coming to Germany with 1,000 to 2,000 extra euros in cash would be very, very advisable and would help you have a comfortable journey in your first few days or even months. And especially if you're coming on a temporary accommodation, that would be very like a good cushion to come with. Moving forward, some bank accounts in Germany, some banks in Germany where you can open your bank account are Sparkasse, Commerzbank, N26, Deutsche Bank, Weiss, and also there is Expatrio current account. If many of you might be doing your blocked accounts with Expatrio, they also have a current account, but I think it's only for the blocked account users. Moving forward, some bank rules. Usually the process is only this order, no other order. Like you do your Anmeldung, which is your city registration, and then you open your current account, unfreeze your blocked account. There is no other order usually. But when dealing with a bank, please make sure they close at 4, for example. That's like a rule. So make sure you get an appointment in advance. Don't reach there thinking that they will help you a lot with it. Be punctual, but if you're a bit late, don't panic. It's just a bank account. Like it's just a bank branch. Nobody will charge you fine usually for being a bit late or anything. So it's okay, it happens. But do not sign anything, read everything. Even if most things would be in German, translate everything. Ask as many questions as you feel important. Nothing is a dumb question because nobody is going to help you if things become a problem. So always ask many, many questions that you're concerned about and think about. No worries. about being a bit too proactive. There's nothing wrong in it. There is a question. Can we take the questions later? Maybe your question would already be answered during the day.
I don't think there's a question, there's a statement.
I would like to ask about the bank rules actually. If it's available, I can
Okay.
ask.
Okay.
I want to ask that for the expat trio, especially, do we have to stay registration again, or it is not necessary? Do you know about?
I wouldn't have 100% accurate information about that, but I believe yes, to unfreeze your blocked account, you should do your city registration first. But I'm pretty sure they would have FAQs on the Expatrio app that you would be using. So
Okay,
this
thanks a
this
lot.
is a common, I'm 100% sure this is a very common question and it would be answered in the FAQ. Moving forward, travel versus health insurance. I think it's one of Tonya's favorite topics.
Yeah, this is honestly also what we talked about carrying cash with you at first, you know, when you come to Germany. I've done a lot of mistakes, like I haven't taken enough cash, and then it took forever to open a bank account because they had some problem with my address. And in the end, I had to just, I don't know, survive on just pasta, literally pasta and eggs all days long because I just didn't have they couldn't make open my bank account and I couldn't, you know, get the normal funds. So this was mistake number one, which we just prevented you from, hopefully. And mistake number two of mine was so to open a visa, you need an insurance. And to me, insurance was always the same thing. Turns out, the opening visa insurance is the travel insurance. And when you come into the country, you need to get a normal, regular health insurance, just like everybody else. There are public ones, there are private ones. I usually get this question on socials a lot about, oh, what's the best insurance provider? The thing is, I don't know what you need covered. And yes, I can tell you what the cheapest is, but if you have certain, you know, health problems and stuff, better be safe than sorry and pay 20 extra euros per month, but choose the plan that fits you and fits your needs instead of, you know, oh, every time something bad happens, oh, I fly back to my country and do a checkup there. No, it rarely works like that, honestly. So, the story is that I didn't know I needed a health insurance. I was just staying from like September till January with normal travel insurance that I needed for the visa. And then at some point, my university could basically disenroll me because I didn't have that insurance. Thank God when I went to like online, basically went to the website of the health insurance providers, they can open it, you know, with the back date. So they open it as if I started in September. Of course, I had to pay the whole 4 months in one sitting. So that was also not pleasant. So don't be like me and know that you have to get a local German health insurance, not the one you got for visa. And yes, another life hack here, where to look for doctors, drlieb.de. Amazing place where you just put in whatever you need. You can put a general practitioner, you can put, I don't know, a dentist, and you select your city and you see everybody who is there, which languages they speak, how far away they are from you, opening hours. You can even book. You don't always have to call them. Sometimes, yes, but sometimes you can just book it online. It saves a lot of time and a lot of energy.
Thank you. Moving forward, this was a question in the form that was circulated, and to be honest, really important, download the DB Navigator app. It does not just hold information about Deutsche Bahn trains or the main trains, but it holds information on every train that comes to any station. So whether it's an RE, RB, S-Bahn, VBB, or even like your Flix trains and stuff like that, which is not even which are private trains. So you can definitely download this app and use it without any confusions or any restrictions in your mind. You can also buy regional tickets when you travel to another city, so you don't really need the whole country semester ticket or the whole country Deutschland ticket if your university does not provide it. Also, there are regional offers for 5+ people if you're taking trains around with a group of friends or something. So it's very useful and it has really good offers from time to time. And the best part, in my opinion, is that you can track arrivals and departures of the station. So if you just put the station name, you can also track when is the train coming, and that's live. That is, I think, quite interesting because if you're running late, if you have to catch another train or something, then this will give you accurate information and might save you a lot of things if are literally in line for a next fine, for example. True story, guys, happened to me. And I got saved because of this arrivals and departures. Moving on.
Yes, I guess I already talked about this. I forgot I have a whole slide based on this. So yes, the Dr. Lieb thing. Basically everything I told you, I went to many doctors and this video is compressing my face horribly. No, you
Sorry,
don't have to. Don't open it. Just don't
sorry,
do
sorry.
it.
Close it, close it.
Yeah, basically I also had my wisdom teeth removed. That's how I found the dentist, who then recommended me to the guy who does operations on your teeth. I've dealt with stuff in Germany, and I've done it all through Dr. Lieb. Yes, you can only cancel 24 to 48 depending on the doctor hours before. So otherwise you need like a fee or something. And in any case, like when they tell, like when you are not sure if your insurance covers it or not, you can always reach out to your insurance provider online and better ask them if this is covered or not. Because in many cases, I was like, everyone told me this is not covered, like wisdom teeth, and boom, and it is, because in my case, specific case, it was this and this and this and that. So, and yes, life hack, the first appointment, basically anywhere, but especially with the general practitioner doctor, makes you a regular patient. So, even if you're not sick, best advice, just find yourself a general practitioner, go there. I also need to do it now that I moved to Berlin. Go there, just show your face, fill in some documents, because then if something happens, at least you have somewhere you can go and they can take you in even maybe without, you know, the appointment beforehand. If God forbid something happens, you have like a little island of safety. So that's a must.
Yeah, and also not just with general practitioners, they're called house arts, just for everyone else, uh, but also with like irregular doctors, not
That's true.
specialists. So, for example, gynecologists, with dentists. Dentist appointments are easier, but gynecologists, skin doctors, and like non-specialist doctors, you should get it done because you don't know when you need to when you will fall sick. And genuinely speaking, you don't get easily an appointment in the next month or in the next week. Sometimes it's at least a month away.
Yeah.
So that might be a very good tip. Thank you. Okay, yes, this is so important.
Next up, I mean, finances are really important for all students and especially for international students. And I've had this little I don't know, section of my content. I used to have it where I would just shop somewhere and I would go to a specific place, to a specific shop, and then it would show how much things cost. Why would you would be like, oh, why? It's like costs everywhere the same. No, the thing is, there is no, as it says here, there is no fixed price set for articles, and you can find banana costing €1 or €5, depending on the store, literally. Yes, because some stores are positioned as more, you know, high key something. And sometimes I like also going there because they have more variety of things. And you can find something really, if you're cooking something specific, then you go there and you find things. Or you go to discounts for regular stuff, because I don't know why meat in some places costs €4 and in others the same piece of meat costs 9.
True.
Yeah. So that's why you need to go to, don't just find the shop that's closest to you and keep going there for groceries. No, explore. And on the next slide, I believe. Yes, we have, yes, a little chart to help you orient yourself. Don't just look at the, yes, this thing. So down we see the cheapest ones and most affordable ones, and up the most expensive ones. So like Edeka is the most expensive here. Lidl is in the middle. Kaufland, Aldi. Aldi is probably my favorite actually. And then Netto is like you won't find that much there, but it's pretty discounted and it's good price, like really good price. And then there is Action, which is not actually a grocery store, but more like a find everything kind of store. Um, my favorite part about Germany are the drugstores. I can spend hours there. The DM and Rossmann, they don't belong to this chart of expensive and affordable, but they are mostly, they have all kinds of articles. If you need something for your house, I don't know, soap, cleaning supplies, creams, skincare, perfect, perfect shops, DM and Rossmann. Yes, and I believe, yes, now Germany is finally digitalizing a little bit, so not everyone has to stand in line at the cashier. Sometimes self-checkouts are possible. Oh my God, like everywhere in the world, finally Germany is adopting that. And there are also coupons, which I believe you, Arushi, know better about.
Yeah, I
Because I
think
suck at this.
no, absolutely fine. That's quite interesting, the coupon system. It's not very linear. You have to again keep exploring. So many of these very own supermarket stores have their apps, and their apps are trying to promote so that they have more and more users. After all, they have put so much money in making those apps and getting digitalized. And as Germany is not as digital a country in general, so the adoption is a bit slow. And that's why right now they have a lot of, since they are new, they have a lot of coupons, savings. You pay a different price when you pay via the portal or the app itself. You can also have, like, it's quite gamified. You can also gain points if you buy things from the Rewe app. Rewe app might have the same pasta for €1 less. Many things. Even little app is quite good. It's quite gamified, and if you download the app, you also are being very sustainable, because then you don't need to carry the receipt, the paper receipt. You don't need to get the paper receipt, and you can be super digitalized, and also all your receipts would be there on your phone, and thus being not just being sustainable, but also you can go back and end of the month, do your calculations, see how much money you spent on groceries, prepare better. And what Tonya was saying earlier, observe and compare prices might be much easier. So you can end up saving money also and saving the earth also.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend Lidl for fruits. I don't know. I'm like a big fan. I think they have the best and the cheapest fruits ever. And many of my even German friends did not realize it. But when I told them, they were like, yes, that's true. So highly recommended. But I would say apart from that, Aldi is my favorite too, Tonya.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily. Cool. Then it's also a very interesting topic.
Yeah, I think we're moving on generally to the part of it's not enough to just be a student and do the regular things. You also need at the same time to think about how you can basically get skills while you're studying to be hired afterwards, because the market is very competitive. And there are things that you can do as a student that will then help you further your resume and basically get hired. From personal experience, I can say you can volunteer in various things. Number one, at your university, you can find various things to do. I, for example, was part of a racing team of my university. Turns out in Germany and in general in like European countries, many universities have racing teams. And yes, as an engineer, it makes more sense to be there, but also as a business student, you can also find some things to do there. Volunteering at Globus, Asta, these are also, they usually are at every university, so it's like student organizations. Of course, you can also volunteer at DEGIS, so always, and we'll talk about it, I guess, a little bit more how to do it in a sec. Yes, and basically, there are also different summer schools that you can join. In this video, basically, I was talking about job fairs and various conferences that you can attend also while you're a student to just keep tabs on what's happening in the job market, to just talk to recruiters, just know what are they looking for, to find yourself an internship. Basically, be proactive. That's the thing. And yeah, I mean, my specialty is marketing. You need to sell yourself when you're making the CV, when you're going to these conferences, while you are a student, even to professors, you know, if you sell yourself in the first semester, in the first 2 semesters, it will be much easier for you to write your thesis at the end if you just present yourself, not as someone fake, not as someone you're not, but as someone really hardworking and, show your best parts and be proactive at first to then be able to relax a little bit more later.
Absolutely agreed. Uh, Also, I must say, so there is a difference in volunteering at different aspects. So, if you're volunteering with the racing team, the objective of the organization should, or objective of the team that you're volunteering with, wherever, that should resonate with you. For example, ASTAs are usually for the university. That means it gives you network within the university. The racing team within the racing team or competitor teams would give it to you, like the networking opportunities. Usually, organizations like us, organizations like ISEC, uh, help you not just expand your network within the city, but also beyond. So you
Yes.
can also end up networking beyond your own city, your own university, and even beyond the country sometimes because people travel, in Europe. People do Erasmus within Europe. Uh, Tonya did it herself. So I would say before you end up volunteering or applying for volunteering, also see what kind of non-tangible benefits, what kind of growth opportunities are available to you, and then you go and choose for that.
Yes,
So,
but also just to say that, at first, you will not get a job in your first year, 99%. Okay, maybe not 99, but like 80%. The chances in your first year of studies, you won't get a job, at least that's connected with your study field, and therefore, you do have a little bit of time. So if you can also volunteer at two things. No one said, like, depending on how you spend your time, but basically first year is where you can actually invest time in this because you still have the blocked account a little bit, you don't have to really struggle to provide for yourself every month. So use that time because, and it's important to say this because many people come and they don't think about the future right now. They're already living the dream that they once had, and then it starts catching up with you. Oh, actually, it would have been nice if I started doing it before. So why not start doing that before?
yes, and it's like building that resilience is really, really important anywhere you are in the world, not just in Germany,
Yes.
because right now we all know, we are all adults, that the economy everywhere is a bit shaken. So we have to be very, very strong and very, very resilient when navigating through our early career days. Yes. Thank you. And yes,
Yeah.
talking about that.
Talking about that, before I came to Germany, I didn't know what LinkedIn was. What is this? What are you talking about? Actually, it's social media for professionals, basically, where not only can you find other people, network, find other professionals, DM them, I don't know, find out about the company they're working in, find out about industry trends, but it's also where recruiters search for students, or not only students, with specific interests or skills, things they post about, specific tags they put on their profile, according to the vacancy, the job position that they have. So basically, if you have a strong profile there, it's basically like networking in person, but you're doing it online. And if you're actively there, you just basically just get more opportunities. You get more visible, and it comes. It's about, yes, internships, jobs. It's even about scholarships, it's about everything, really. So just couple tips. I am actually planning to really dive into this on my page, so follow for that content that's gonna come up later. But yeah, you just need to have relevant keywords in your headline, in your posts, so that recruiters can find you. Example, sustainability, engineering student, data enthusiast. So something that a robot, basically an algorithm, can identify you as. You need to have relevant keywords. Then I also found it really useful to post about what's happening in your professional life, in your student life, maybe even a little bit about your personal life, but not as much as on Insta or somewhere else, because then it shows that you're also, once again, as we just talked about volunteering, you are proactive, you're doing something with your life, and recruiters see that, and they might be like, yes, that's the candidate we want. Yes, people who you can connect with there are classmates, professors, people in your field. They may also post some updates. You never know. You just keep tabs on everything that's happening like that. Also, I also get often a question, what should my profile be in German then? And the thing is, I mean, it really depends on what your specific goals are. But if you make your profile in German, you will limit your pool anyways, you know? If you keep it in English, you never know what's gonna come your way. Even if you know German perfectly, let's say, and you only like you're applying only for jobs that require German, you never know. I would say don't limit yourself and keep it in English because it's like an international business card. And you can prove your knowledge of German in many other ways to the employers and during the interview. And I would keep the LinkedIn profile in English.
Yes, absolutely. I really love this. It's your international business card. Very, very cool. And even when you go to conferences, I don't know if Tonya will very soon talk about that or not, but when you go to conferences, just exchange LinkedIns. There is a QR code on LinkedIn. Just keep it
Yeah,
handy.
exactly. Instead of giving business card like in the old times, yeah, you just exchange LinkedIn's, even if not a QR code, but it's LinkedIn's. Yes, and basically the whole motive of this last part that I've been talking about is work smarter, not harder. Still work hard, but smarter. Just a couple tips, I guess, to again get you going and thinking in the right direction. Don't overthink it too much already right now if you're just starting your studies, but just, if I say this right now, maybe something will stick at the back of your mind and it will help. So basically, what I learned from my experience, whether you're going to a job fair, whether you are having an interview, applying somewhere, research the company beforehand. Of course, yes, ChatGPT will help. Come up with some interesting questions that you can ask the company, even if you're literally at a conference and you see a stand of some company. For the first time you heard about this company, you don't know anything. Wait 5 seconds, stand aside, Google a little bit, just to know what they're talking about, and then come up to them. Don't pretend like they will know. If you say some stupid thing, they will know that you didn't know anything about them. But come up with interest and come up with something like, oh, what sphere do you work in? And then they tell you the sphere, and you already have something that ChatGPT told you about this sphere, about this specific little, I don't know, chocolate production, no idea, something. And then you bring in some interesting factor, just important to research a little bit beforehand in any case. Um, what I also found out very recently, if you're going to a conference, to a job fair, to a career fair, look up if it has good reviews, because apparently not all of them are really student or, you know, I don't know, career building oriented. Some of them are very about further education, or literally in Berlin, they had Swimming Pool of Berlin presented there. I mean, it's okay if they were looking for marketing people or for engineers or for something. No, they were just looking for people to save other people from drowning, which is okay, but you don't go to a job fair to find a job like that, right? So check reviews. And even if you ended up on a not so interesting conference like me that time, go to the stands, because at the stands, usually, yes, there are company representatives and there are definitely HRs there. Ask them questions about what HRs in general are looking for right now. Then you get information anyways. You don't, yeah, I went to a conference, everything was boring, they don't need anyone who speaks English. Yes, this can be the case, and oftentimes about the not speaking German, sorry, is the case. But if you can gain something for yourself, like how to write a CV, what are the common mistakes in CV that you see, you already gain some stuff for yourself, and it moves you forward in life, anyways. Yes, and on this topic, also watch videos with actual HR or recruiter advice. Not really self-promotion, a little bit, yes, I just have one video like that. Second one is coming up soon. But get information from the first source, sort of, or at least from people who are close to this first source. Next up, soft contacts over hard sell. That's, I think, what I mean, what I mean with like LinkedIn networking. It's better to know people and not necessarily you just come up and you just like boom, 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 and I am this and I am that, and you need me. No, like from your network, you somehow found out that they are looking for something. It usually works the best way. So invest into soft contacts too. And yes, offer people something, do something for them first, or at least show them how you can solve their problem in your CV, in your cover letter for the job, with your professors even. I don't know. You're making some project, make them think that you can somehow solve the problem of this project. Basically, yeah, do something for them. Don't come and say, I need this and this position and I am the best. And yeah.
In your personality also sometimes. You just maybe make the workplace a bit better. You
Yes.
never know what's going on in the company. Maybe they are not struggling with operational help. They are struggling with culture. You don't know.
Yeah.
Nobody knows actually that what's happening inside the company. Only the employees know. And the recruiter is no different. They are simply an employee who's observing all this. And is also a human, right? At the end of the day, there are no ATS, there are no ChatGPT. So maybe it's your personality that strikes. Okay, this person will make our workplace better. You never know. These things are so small and like so competitive at this stage that don't lose hope, but also don't forget to create value. I would say very important to create value. And
Yes,
the
and
soft contact.
exactly. Don't take it too personally. You get rejected, yeah, to scholarships or to something. It's not, they might be looking for some specific, very specific things, and it's not because you are a bad applicant or you are bad at this, you are not enough in this. You don't know what they need specifically. It's not about you. It's, just the way it
So
works.
similar to dating,
Yes,
right? Like
yes,
it's so
every
similar to
time.
dating.
Yes, yes.
It's really like from student to student, from early career people to early career people. It's so much like dating. You don't know why you don't like this person, right? Or you're not that into them. You just don't know. Sometimes that also happens. So keep calm. Your right job won't pass you, I would say.
Yes, meanwhile, what is it? Success is when luck meets, no, luck is when opportunity meets hard work. So just do the hard work while you can, do the CV furthering, do the volunteering, do cool things, and you never know when
And trust
luck
yourself.
will find you. Yeah,
Trust yourself always.
period. Make
Mic drop.
drop. Yeah.
All right. And talking about trusting yourself, feeling resilient, not just in the market, but in Germany, when you were taking your first steps as a student, I would say battling homesickness and the culture shock is also very, very painful. It's also very new. You feel alien, you feel alone, you feel it's super cold. So just try to make the best of what you have at hand, first of all. Like this, as Tonya also said earlier, this was your dream. Maybe it seems different at the moment. Maybe things look super cold. But this was your dream. That's why you came here. That's why you left your home. You left your moms. And when you take your first steps, when you try to meet new people, definitely be welcoming, and they will be welcoming back. Be upfront. They're very, like, usually this was a question floating around, that are Germans social or not? There is no right or wrong answer. We can't categorize all Germans in the same boat or something. They are people. They're very upfront, that's for sure. Yes means yes and no means no. So very objective in that sense. Don't shy away. Don't hide yourself. Don't hide yourself in the room. Don't think that, oh, if there is a dorm party and you don't know anybody, you should not go there. Go there.
Yeah.
Have a beer. Play beer pong. You don't need to know people for that. Really.
The best part is when you start, the thing is, Germans also just start their first whatever course, their masters or their bachelors or whatever. They also don't know anybody. If there is any time to get to know people, it's now, it's the first semester. Yes, you feel out of place, but they also feel out of place. In my country, when I just started studying, I also felt, out of place, and I was like, who are these people? So don't be shy.
Absolutely not. And 4 months later or something, when you have, like, when all this would be in the past, this will just become a story. Just know that always.
Yes.
So be welcoming. Do not cross someone's boundaries. Understand that there is a cultural difference, not just with Germans, with everybody probably, because usually universities and dormitories and everything are very international. It's not like you will be stuck with people who would know each other's language, but you won't know that out of, like, you won't be singled out that way mostly. So just cross someone's boundaries, but don't hesitate in making friends. And Germans are very good friends, must say. If you have a German friend, they're like your friend for life. And also, I would say summer is the best time to travel. So don't waste your summers. Plan your summer in advance. While it's raining, while it's snowing, and you're stuck inside, just plan your summer. This will bring a pink color to your cheeks already.
Totally, totally.
Moving forward, you can also enroll in some extracurricular activities at your university. Do check your sport pages out. They usually have very interesting course lists. From A to Z, you will have like really interesting things like rowing. I never knew what that is. They have so many, even free courses, like, you can just do yoga with them in the mornings, and sometimes also e-courses. So you don't even have to get out if you feel super cold or something. But I would suggest going in person, because then you also make friends. You meet new people. You meet people from different walks of life in these courses, because they are not usually restricted to students. Even alumni join it, and that's
Yeah.
always good.
Yeah.
So figure out, usually these teachers are also freelancers, and you can find their individual Facebook groups. So then you can go out for meetups or stuff like that. That's also fun. Do check out the city pages that we have as DEGIS, as we are in more than 45 different cities. So you just have to type DEGIS and the city name. And if you don't find an active page of your city, you might be able to find a city page of a nearby city. For example, we might not have Essen active, but Düsseldorf active, and we have someone who can tell you how far they are, like less than an hour, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty
I
much.
think so. Essen, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So why not? You can travel to a new city, see a new city. Period. Moving forward to finally your questions, and I think I'm gonna turn I would request Steffi to turn the recording off
No worries.
so that, thank you.